Hello, this is Chanel. Today you'll watch Swaggong Star episode 128, part 1.
Controller. One of 9 godly weapons. The Nanshan armament. Luo Feng looked curiously down at the black slip in his hand. The screen on the slip had a detailed explanation of the 1,000 items. It's most suitable for you, Luo Feng. It's usually extremely difficult to buy one Luo Feng. You definitely have to buy it. I understand, let me take a look first. Luo Feng looked carefully at the screen on the slip. Luo Feng was swiftly able to spot the item Nanshan armament. Gently tapping, he accessed the detailed explanation of the item. Nanshan armament, one of the 9 godly weapons for the controller-type spirit reader. Its full name is the Hun Qian Yang, or the 9-layer Hun Qian Yang. The Nanshan armament's normal form is that of a dark golden elongated L-rod. Within it lies 10,081 golden blades, as thin as cicada wings. Every blade is infused with profound engravings and energies of the origin laws. The 9 godly controller weapons, which are the embodiment of origin laws, of which 8 of them are gold, wood, water, fire, earth, wind, thunder and light. These 8 origin laws can then be combined to form the majestic laws of either time or space. The last of the 9 godly weapons was created from the fusion of time and space, the 2 most profound of the origin laws. And the Nanshan armament is a mixture of gold and time. As these 2 origin laws are fused to form the godly weapon, its power was immense. Nanshan armament has a total of 9 forms. Each form is stronger than the other. Similarly, the difficulty to wield each of these forms soars as one goes up. The 9-layer Nanshan armament is incredibly difficult to master. The first form, to a star level, it is incredibly difficult. To be able to unleash the first form during the star level, one would be deemed invincible within that level. The third form, to be able to unleash it during the universe level, one would be deemed invincible within the same level. It will not be too difficult to acquire a 1,000 match winning streak even in the huge Battle Axe Coliseum. The sixth form, to be able to unleash it in the Domain Lord level, one would be deemed invincible within the same level. Widening the field to the Ganwu universe country, even the entire human race, the Domain Lord that could unleash the sixth form would be considered as one of the pinnacle warriors in the same level and even comparable to the same level Golden Horned Beast. The seventh form, if it were a level 9 Sector Lord who is able to unleash it, that person would be at the pinnacle of Sector Lords. The eighth form, this form is incredibly difficult to achieve. A level 9 Sector Lord who is able to unleash the eighth form would be deemed invincible amongst the Sector Lords in the entire Ganwu universe country. The ninth form, the highest form. From time immemorable within this vast universe, no Sector Lords have ever been able to unleash the ninth form. This is because Sector Lords who are able to unleash the ninth form usually would have broken through to the Undying level already. Nanshan armament is incredibly strong, but it also had its weakness. It was strong because of its 9 forms, each more powerful than the one before. It was weak because of its difficulty. People with poor comprehension skill would be better off with normal spirit weapons. The auction started at 500 billion universe dollars. There were a total of 9 of them. Immediately, without an end in sight, the blurred images of the huge king-size seats, millions of Sector Lords and even Undyings, many of whom began to bid. Countless king-size seats, one of which, Luo Feng sat within, he too began to key in his bid. 600 billion universe dollars, damn. Luo Feng stared. The numbers on the screen constantly jumped. The screen displayed all of the top 9 bids. 550 billion, 600 billion, 660 billion, 700 billion. The prices flew rapidly. 800 billion. Luo Feng keyed in again. 890 billion, 900 billion, 960 billion. The numbers beside swiftly rose past Luo Feng's numbers. 1.5 trillion. The number reported on the screen jumped up violently. Madness. Luo Feng stared. Luo Feng, the Nanshan armament bidding price usually will go up to at least 2 trillion universe dollars. Barbata's voice resounded in Luo Feng's mind. It was true. 2 trillion, 2.1 trillion, 2.11 trillion. The speed slowly began to decline. 2.18 trillion. Luo Feng entered the price, staring at the screen, the number of the 9th highest price. The speed of increase gradually slowed down. 2.19 trillion, 2.6 trillion, it jumped again. Luo Feng was beginning to panic. Even though he was able to see many items that would normally be hard to obtain in reality, However, the number of powerful people gathered here was simply too many. He would easily encounter people willing to give unreasonable prices just to obtain these treasures. Indeed, the price continued to rise. 3 trillion, 3.08 trillion, 3.1 trillion. The rising prices caused Luo Feng to hold his breath, his eyes turning slightly red. Barbata, why have the prices raised to such unreasonable numbers? Finally, the ninth highest bidding price was 3.6101 trillion universe dollars. The ninth highest bidding price is 3.6101 trillion. After a 3-second countdown, 3, 2, 1. Congrats to the 9 guests, you have become owners of Narration Armaments. The turtle-shelled old man shouted loudly. We will continue. The next item is. Luo Feng looked at the black slip screen in his hand. The words appeared on it. Congratulations. Guest number KND 99286. You successfully bid for the Narration Armament. Please prepare to sign off and exchange the funds for the item after the end of the auction. Luo Feng. This Narration Armament will always accompany you into the universe level, domain lord level, sector lord level, and even after you've broken into the undying level. It will accompany you for 10,000, 100,000 years, or maybe even longer. This will be your most important partner, accompanying you through life or death. You have to work hard to bring out its fullest potential. Barbato encouraged. Luo Feng nodded. He couldn't help feel extremely excited within. Narration Armament. His own weapon. After about an hour, this batch of auction items had been sold off. Luo Feng to exchange the funds and scheduled for the exchange location of the Narration Armament. In reality, right now it's the 5th batch of auction items. Everybody should be able to see in their screens. The next 1,000 items up for auction, whatever you wish to bid for, please get ready. The turtle-shelled old man's voice reverberated about in the vast auction hall. Countless sector lords in the king-size seats all looked down at their slips. Luo Feng too lowered his head to look, and with a glance, damn. Live fruit. Luo Feng couldn't help but force a smile. Of the 1,000 items there was a live fruit within. Live fruit, lowest price 500 billion universe dollars, a total of 12 of them. My balance. I've only got about 374 billion, not even enough for the starting bid. Luo Feng rubbed his head, blinking his eyes, feeling somewhat helpless. After half a day of virtual wrestling games and another half of gun games, there's nothing else to do, so boring. Luo Hua lay down, his legs on the table. The other workers in the room were all seriously engaged in their work. As a financial investor, the rest days could be half a month, a few months, or even half a year without having to do anything. However, once the ball started rolling, they would get extremely busy. My God, XPHF 000891-9279 has suddenly appeared with a huge price. A young lady shouted, oh. The initially bored Luo Hua sat up immediately, pulling his chair and sliding towards the desk, staring hard at the second laptop screen on his left. The screen obviously displayed the new higher price. Luo Hua smiled. I'm not afraid of the troubled waters, just afraid of the stagnant ones. The opportunity has come. In such investments, Luo Hua's initial investment had already dropped 35%. For such high-risk investments, these sort of returns were already considered high. The only reason he could do this was because he had confidence. From the initial 700 billion universe dollars, after these 2 years of investments, it had grown to 800 billion. It may seem like an incremental increase, but that was only because he hadn't sold anything, as he was waiting for a good chance. The longer one waits, the higher the returns. It just depends on who's more patient. I hope this time everything will come through. Luo Hua was like a venomous snake, staring hard at the screen. The universe large investment markets included not just him or an investor with 2 trillion universe dollars. It even included 4-star and 5-star clients. He had to be extremely cautious. As he was dealing with the bigger financial market, it was easy to encounter the high-level players. They may be the investment department from universe countries, maybe the Universe Galaxy Bank, or the Universe First Bank, or even some large organizations. The moment he encounters a high-level player and isn't careful enough, he could not only not reap his rewards, but also may lose his life. 3 road-level financial security risk. This ensures that they stayed within the safety level. 1 ST group, 2nd group, 3rd group. Keep an eye on XPHF 000891-9279. You know the drill. Luo Hua shouted, yes boss. A group of youths from Earth all were extremely excited. Luo Hua's investment this time, each deal period had a window of 12 hours, and every exchange lasted about 4 hours. Boss, the price is swiftly rising. It's already risen 6%. Do we sell? Wait. Luo Hua ordered. It's begun to fall, only left with a 5% increase, and it's continuing to fall. In the enormous auction hall, 1,000,000 king-sized seats with large amounts of sector lords sitting in them, looking at the host in the middle, a total of 50 batches of items, 50,000 items, have all been sold. The turtle-shelled old man laughed. Right now, we've reached the climax of the entire auction, the final 100 items. Every one of these items are unique, and only one of each is available. They are usually extremely valuable, but their starting bids are all zero. The end of the auction marked the beginning of the final auction, 4.2 trillion universe dollars. In a particular seat, an inconspicuous Luo Feng had an expression of extreme shock. Luo Hua said in his message that these are the profits. His capital wasn't affected at all. 10 days ago his little brother hadn't earned much. With a flash, he had already earned this much. Luo Feng was stunned. Ha ha, Luo Feng, your little brother's really skillful. Even if I was the one handling the accounts, I wouldn't compare to him. The higher the capital, the harder it is to earn. The other larger powers wouldn't let you take a piece of the pie. I seriously respect him. Barbata complimented. With this over 4 trillion universe dollars, you might be able to get something from this last auction. The next item is the beginning of our final auction. To be able to start our conclusion, this item is definitely one of the top 3 valuable items. The golden leaf of the ancient class tree, yelled the turtle-shelled old man. At the same time, an image of a seemingly normal golden leaf appeared on the screen beside him. However, the entire leaf seemed to have a peculiar feeling to it. The fighters on the millions of seats throughout the auction started discussing in confusion. What is the ancient class tree? What is that? No idea. Out of the over 1 million sector lords present, basically 99.9% of them had no idea what this item was. Luo Feng was also confused. Barbata, what is this? This auction sure can do it. This auction is definitely the best one of the Ganwu auctions in the past 10,000 years, sighed Barbata. This golden leaf of the ancient class tree, even in the vast universe, is an extremely valuable item. Don't bother asking about it until you reach the undying level. It ties into a lot of complicated matters. Carry out my order. Tell the Empire's investment branch to give me as much money as they can. On one of the various thrones in the auction, a long-haired middle-aged man with long eyelashes gave his order through his virtual assistant. Oh. The golden leaf of the ancient class tree. I came here this time just for a spot to study in the primal universe, but who would have thought I would run into the golden leaf? A fat man was wearing some peculiar armor. As he stood there, it seemed like an infinite amount of lightning was gathering around him. He seemed to be the avatar of the universe origin laws themselves. Those who know about this golden leaf knows how much it's worth. For those who don't, never mind. The authorities have requested that I don't go into the specifics, yelled the turtle-shelled old man. Bidding begin. Starting bid. 0. The first item of the finale of the auction, the golden leaf of the ancient class tree, started to be auctioned off. 1,000 mixed element units. A number appeared on the cards of the million sector lords, the various rich people, and even the undying beings, which caused Luo Feng to gasp. 1,000 mixed element units right off the bat. Such an amount can purchase a few hundred live fruits and a small star sector. 2,000 mixed element units. 200 mixed element units. 2,800 mixed element units. 3,300 mixed element units. The rising price caused everybody to widen their eyes in awe. Even for undying beings, this was a gigantic amount. My lord, there isn't any money left in the royal reserves of the entire empire, bastard. Cold darkness was currently emanating from the eyes of a bald, handsome, tall man as he cursed. As of now, the bids have already reached 5,000 mixed element units. This is too amazing. Luo Feng was shocked. The requirement for a 4-star client is 10,000 mixed element units, which is above average for an undying being, said Barbata. The ones still bidding are probably all undying beings. Luo Feng nodded. Sector Lord Carber's wealth could rival a poor undying being, which is around 200 to 300 mixed element units. And now, the bids have reached 5,000 mixed element units. Sector Lords could only stare at this price in awe. The first and last item of the finale are extraordinarily expensive, introduced Barbata. 900 mixed element units. Any higher? The turtle-shelled old man smiled as he yelled. This price was already above their accepted standard. If nobody bid above the accepted standard, then the organizers of the auction will arrange for someone to purchase the item. 950 mixed element units. Another higher bid, 960 mixed element units. The price went up only by a bit every time. The price continued to rise, but the frequency lowered by quite a bit. This next item is even more rare than the rest. Even in the auctions held in the various empires, one would rarely have the chance to encounter this item. The skin of a Moshe clansman, yelled the turtle-shelled old man. Instantly, the over a million sector lord fighters on their thrones started to go into an uproar. Yes, the skin of a Moshe clansman. You didn't hear wrong, the turtle-shelled old man was extremely excited. A peculiar black piece of skin appeared on the display beside him. On the skin was some dark golden engravings. Humans, monsters, etc. are all flesh-type beings, but the Moshe clan's people are energy-type beings. As long as their energy core doesn't extinguish, they won't die. Even if they die, the energy of that Moshe clan's person will dissipate, leaving behind just a shattered energy core. Killing them is already extremely difficult, but to try to obtain their skin is even more difficult. As a clan specializing in assassination, as the ones that space itself favors, their skin contains the universe origin laws of space. I'm sure everyone understands the price of this skin. The minion sector lords in the auction started discussing with each other. Luo Feng, who was sitting on one of the many thrones, was also excited. The Moshe clan, Luo Feng, this is the skin of a Moshe clansman. If we say the golden horned beast is naturally talented in the universe origin laws of gold, then the Moshe clan is talented in the universe origin laws of space. If you use its skin to nurture your second clone, this is like a dream combo. Barbata was extremely excited. Luo Feng froze. His golden horned beast could have a total of 3 clones. The first clone is his human from Earth. Now that his golden horned beast has reached the universe level, he could indeed nurture his second clone. Since he could only have 3 clones in total, Luo Feng didn't dare to take it lightly. If he couldn't find a suitable one, he would rather hold it off temporarily. Moshe clan. Luo Feng was a bit expectant and confused. There are many races throughout the vast universe. The most powerful ones are the flesh-type ones. However, other life forms cannot be underestimated. For example, there are peculiar races that can live forever. There are metallic life forms, energy life forms, soul life forms, plant life forms, etc. Metallic life forms can be divided into 10 million different kinds, and there are billions of plant life forms. Some life forms are naturally favored by the universe. The Moshe clan of the energy life forms are one of the most elite races. The Moshe race has the title of the most powerful assassination race. Their only weak point is that they grow extremely slowly. However, once they grow, they'll become one of the most horrifying assassins. They are naturally talented in comprehending space, so their appearances are extremely peculiar, and their escaping methods cannot be predicted. Luo Feng, with your Moshe clan clone, your studies in the spatial techniques will be 2 times easier, followed Barbata. Luo Feng nodded. Yes, he had to choose the best choices for the 3 clones of the golden horned beast. This skin of the Moshe clan was indeed a suitable choice, and their most valuable part is their skin. This Moshe clansman's skin was definitely an extremely suitable choice for his second clone. As one of the peak energy life forms and the most powerful assassin, even if it was slightly inferior to the golden horned beast, it wasn't inferior by much. Even a sector lord's entire fortune could not afford its skin, which was a testament to its value. Even if it is extremely hard to learn something from the engravings on a Moshe clansman's skin, there still exists a chance. Furthermore, the skin of a Moshe clansman is very rare. The numbers of the Moshe clansman are extremely few, so this piece of skin is definitely one of the most valuable collection items. Just its worth for collection purposes is already quite high, said the turtle-shelled old man loudly, which caused Luo Feng to grind his teeth. All right, let the bids begin. Starting bid is also 0-inch 1 mixed element. The first bid appeared on everyone's auction cards. The auction for the Moshe clansman skin begins. The elite of the energy race beings, the Moshe clan, with the title of the most powerful assassination race. In numbers, even though the Moshe clan wasn't as few as the golden horned beast, the value of their skin didn't seem any lower than a golden horned beast's body. Pity. A partial damaged skin of a Moshe clan, its training value was very low, the main thing was just the price. This was what made Luo Feng happy. Let's hope the Undying don't get excited about it. Luo Feng secretly prayed within. 1 mixed element was a huge amount even for sector lords. Without any special situations, they wouldn't waste their money. The only thing he was afraid of was the Undying spending. 1.1 mixed elements, 1.15 mixed elements. The numbers on the screen constantly rose. 1.5 mixed elements, 1.51, 1.56, 1.59. The numbers continued to jump. Within a flash it had broken past 2 mixed elements. Just a damaged piece of skin. Is there a need for this? Luo Feng gritted his teeth. That's a skin with space origin laws engravings. Barbata said, but it's damaged. Luo Feng bit down, entering another higher price. The price continued to jump at a dazzling speed, especially with a few large jumps, causing the price to swiftly go past 3 mixed elements. After which it was clear that the jumps began to slow down. After all, this was still a damaged piece of skin from a Mosha clan demon. 3 mixed elements, any higher and there's no point. In the millions of king-sized seats, one of the guests, dressed in a peculiar silver armor, with white eyebrows, white pupils and bald. He was all smiles, giving off the impression that he had a personality as warm as a sun. Even though it was warm, he still needed to be respected. 3.6 mixed elements. Even if I get it, this Mosha clan's skin will just go in my training room. A silver-haired black-robed old man looked at the price break past 3.6 mixed elements and shook his head, giving up on the bid. Enough, don't rise anymore. Luo Feng stared at the screen of the bids, ripping the slip so tight crunching noises could be heard. 3.9 mixed elements. Luo Feng bit his teeth and entered yet another bid. Others could simply not buy it, but he had to grab this opportunity. After entering the bid, he continued to stare hard at the screen. The screen continued to display 3.9 mixed elements. After a few seconds of no change, Luo Feng began to grow excited. Attention all, the auction has reached this point, where we've sold 99 of the finale items. The turtle-shelled old man was all smiles, his voice resounding across the auction hall. We are left with the final item of all. Once this item has been sold, it'll mark the end of the entire Ganwu auction. I believe everybody cannot wait any longer. Actually even I, old Beator, am anxious. The turtle-shelled old man's voice suddenly got louder. Right now, I officially declare the final item for the entire auction, the name list to enter one of the primal universe. The turtle-shelled old man's eyes were glaring, his voice bright and loud. Sector Lord Nameless. This is the name list to enter the primal universe. I believe all the sector lords here, even the Undying, are extremely clear of just how valuable this name list is. The entire auction hall had erupted, even though many had heard news of it before. However, actually hearing it as the final item, the entire hall had simply erupted. Primal Universe, the legendary Primal Universe. To be able to enter and see, even if one reaches the limit of his lifespan, it would be worth it. I heard the Primal Universe is different from our original universe. The 5 great Leviathans had long taken control over the name list for the Primal Universe, so even the universe countries would have a hard time getting on it. Much less the sector lord name list. It's going to be crazy. The auction is going to be crazy. The discussions were rampant. Luo Feng could feel the mixed feelings within them: passion, envy, anticipation, excited. Barbata, the name list for the Primal Universe. What does it mean? Luo Feng asked. Primal Universe. What place is that? Luo Feng, you should know that the extremely vast universe that we live in with countless races and all is actually called the original universe. The original universe is a very perfect universe. Wanting to make changes to any of the origin laws is extremely difficult. Barbata said. However, the primal universe is different. Primal, meaning as beginning, represents a universe that is still evolving and in its early stages. Legends say that there hasn't been any life produced in the primal universe. Legends say that because the primal universe isn't perfect, so there's constantly disasters. Legends say that because it isn't perfect, it's a lot easier to feel and comprehend the origin laws. In the universe, a few powerful organizations, like the Virtual Universe Company, the Universe Galaxy Bank, the Huge Axe Dojo, and the other 5 great Leviathans will occasionally send a few important elites to enter the primal universe. Barbata sighed. Exploring in the primal universe, it's a lot easier to evolve in there. Luo Feng was getting more curious as he listened. Where did the primal universe pop up from? How do you go over? No idea. Barbata said. The original universe is the true core. Other secret places, god countries, worlds, primal universe, and other special places, many are attached to the original universe in nature. Barbata said, or, correctly speaking, they are parts of the original universe. A part of? Luo Feng was suspicious. Even if I tell you now, you won't know. Cough, actually, regarding this, even I don't know that much. Even though your teacher was considered a powerful warrior amongst the Undying, however, in the vast universe, strong warriors are like the clouds. There were many more that were even more powerful than your teacher, and the universe is simply too vast, even undying. Spending trillions of years would find it hard to actually have traveled through the entire universe. Hence, even your teacher only knew just a little bit of this universe. Naturally, what I know isn't too much either. Barbata said, as the most ancient and most mysterious original universe, if you want to know more, you have to rely on yourself. Luo Feng smiled. Right now he was only messing about in the Black Dragon Mountain star field, not even entering the Ganwu universe country yet, much less exploring the entire universe. After all, the human race was but one of the many countless life forms in the vast universe. 36, 530 mixed elements. Any higher? 36,550 mixed elements. Oh, 37,000 mixed elements. Right now it's at 37,000 mixed elements. The turtle-shelled old man's voice cut through the entire auction hall. Any higher? We'll begin the countdown. 10, 9, 0, 37,500 mixed elements. A new high price, a new bidder, until the final moment. If you miss it, it'll be hard to get an opportunity like this again. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to guest number Tough 49903. You've acquired the chance to enter the Primal Universe Sector Lord Nameless. We congratulate and wish you be reborn as a new Undying. The turtle-shelled old man's voice got louder. This auction, all of the items have been sold. We thank everyone for their support. Old Bartor officially announce that this auction is officially over. On the planet, soldiers from the Universe Army that belong to the Virtual Universe Company were stationed here, and the most basic soldiers of this army were at least universe level. Hurry, hurry. The Ganwu auction is about to end. The 100 brothers that won the jewels before, quickly enter the network and get ready to receive the important people. Ha ha, the auction has finally ended. The brothers have all been waiting. Within the enormous army base, it suddenly got busy. Second brother, I heard that this auction has gathered all of the important figures in the universe country. I heard there are over 1 million sector lords. Even many Undying, along with several youths with huge backgrounds. You have to help me look and tell me about it when you return. This time, even when we went outside the star field to the battlefield, we didn't see many Undying. Relax. Over 1 million sector lords. TSK. I'll tell you about it slowly when I return. When the military service limit expired and we returned to the planet's territory, I didn't expect to get the chance to go take a gander at such a scene. I heard the lowest requirement for this Ganwu auction is to be a 3-star client. I may never get the chance to participate in my whole life. This time, for the army to send me along with the other 99, I really am lucky. What's the requirement to be a 3-star client? I heard that the savings must reach 10 trillion universe dollars. My god. 10 trillion universe dollars. This, my entire territory only has a few hundred life planets. Even the number of digits doesn't match.
Thank you for watching.